Snowflake had $1 billion quarter, growing 26%. Databricks just said they're crossing 4 billion, growing 50. It actually makes Databricks sound undervalued.
Now, this episode is a cracker. We discuss CoreWeave, Nubank, Databricks hitting $100 billion, and much more.
One thing I've learned about large amounts of money, what people say they'll do is meaningless. When you get the $10 million or $100 million offer from Meta, it rocks you back. And that's real competition. And at some point, you got to match the dollars.
I think we're all going to live in AI 24/7, and we're all going to use 10 times the tokens and 10 times the compute we are now in 24 months. Like, help me do the math. How much more do we need to spend on infrastructure?
One of the things I'm learning, especially on this podcast, is to not to try and feel the need to have an opinion just to fill the space.
That's why we have Jason.
Ready to go?
Guys, it's the holiday edition. I am dialing in from Greece. You guys are dialing in from the office, but we still get to do this. My mother is sitting outside and she's like, "Are you recording the Rory and Jason show?" I'm like, "This is the one show of mine you listen to these days." She's like, "It's my favorite." So
that's because we're mean to you, Harry. And,
I think she actually likes you. She says that you bring me down a peg or two, Rory.
It needs doing, Harry. It needs doing.
Listen, I want to start with Databricks. Now at $100 billion, worth more than Snowflake, I wanted to start with how we thought about the news of it hitting $100 billion. And we can touch on that first before we move on to what it means in terms of founder-led companies and them inherently being better or more valuable.
Well, I'll tell you, it's funny. When I saw it in the journal, it shows the times we live in. It seems small. I mean, Snowflake's worth 60 something billion. So the private worlds and the public worlds are like two different worlds. But this is if I'd seen this a year ago, I would have fallen out of my chair. This is just for fun. Then we could talk about its relative, whether it's a good, Rory will help us figure out if it's actually a bargain. But it's funny how I don't blink an eye for 100 billion in the age of AI. I just didn't even blink an eye.
Yes, that is the meta comment. You're exactly right. It's like, oh yeah, Databricks is if you'd said 5 years ago it's going to be $100 billion market cap private company, you'd be like, no way. And you got Anthropic at 170, you got SpaceX at 360, you've got OpenAI at 500. You're like, the correct response is, yeah, like whatever,